Hi, everybody. Welcome to this interview. My name is Elsa Morgan. For those of you who don't know, I'm a founder of the Queenie Effect. That's a women's empowerment company. It's a global one too, where we help women to scale six and seven figure businesses. We do that through my mentorship program, the Inner Circle. We also have book collaborations, Empower Her, to showcase and share women's messages around the world, and also empowering events to be able to fast track women towards building their six and seven figure businesses. And today is part one of many where I'm showcasing my client success stories, and giving them an opportunity to share their story and what it is that they do, and how either my events or my programs have actually helped them in their businesses as well. But more importantly, seeing the women who have been able to come in and start building their businesses, so you get inspiration as well. My hope is that through this series is that women can look at my clients and go, you know what, I can do that too, right? And that is the whole idea. And today I have the pleasure of interviewing my client Anel. And Anel is based in well, it's let me tell you, it's Anel Reyna. I'm kind of like half thinking, do I say the surname? Do I not say? So it's Anel Reyna, and it's funny because Reina in Spanish means queen, which is such a synergy with me and my program, right? So, and I always say to Anel, queen by name, queen by nature, right? So Anel is based in the US. She's based in Texas, and she is a personal stylist for women who are building legacy businesses, that's six and seven figure businesses. And she's looking for women who want to style. Notice how I say style and not dress. Style for the income they want, which is the whole idea behind styling, by the way, is you really want to amplify your brand and your energy out there, so you stop the scroll and have people wondering, like, who are you? So, Anel, welcome. How are you?
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Elsa. I'm so excited to be here. Just Empower You has been such an amazing space for me to transform. And I love being around other women who are also ready to rise. So
Yeah.
it's really exciting. Thank you so much.
Ah, you're welcome. And take us through like a bit of your backstory, like who are you, and what led you to wanting to build your own business?
Yes, well, I've been doing IT work for like 30 years, over 30 years. And I've had that exposure to being in corporate America, in higher education, in just, the settings of from starting at the bottom rung all the way to senior management. And through my own personal experience, I saw how my wardrobe did not keep up with my goals, with the credentials that I was, gaining. And I felt and I saw that I was hiding in the background. And I came to know you, and I realized I have this transformation happening. And I went through that transformation, and I realized that other women, even within my corporate network, were experiencing the same thing. So I knew that that was a need, and that was something that I could help them with, because I did it for myself with your help. And if a woman is in alignment with her confidence, her presence, her purpose, and she shows it physically in her appearance, the doors just open. There's more opportunity, there's more influence, there's just an elevation of promotions and business scaling. It's really fascinating how this all works, and it's because of how you present yourself.
I so resonate with everything that you're saying right there
Yeah.
because, when I started working businesses myself, I was in hoodies, which is okay because I was marketing myself as a stay-at-home mum. But then when I really wanted to work with women like yourself who wanted to do something meaningful in this world, right? And help women build and scale six and seven figures, I need to show up as that version myself. And that's how I attracted women like yourself It's because you saw in me something that was already in you. And if you saw me in a hoodie, you probably would go, she's not my kind of person. But because there were elements of, how I showed up, it resonated with you. And I so agree with that. Because for one, I have found when I style versus just dress,
Mhm.
my energy is matching that frequency of the results that I desire. It's a thing. It is a real thing. And this doesn't necessarily mean, am I correct in saying this, Anel? This doesn't necessarily mean that you have to invest like thousands of dollars, because I think there's a
Oh,
misconception
correct.
that
Yes.
styling means, oh my goodness, I'm going to go bankrupt trying to, keep up with the Joneses. It's not that, is
It
it?
doesn't mean more clothes. Styling does not mean more clothes or very expensive clothes. It means that when you walk into your closet in the morning, how do you want to feel that day? It's not about how am I feeling right now at this moment. In the morning, I'm just waking up and maybe I don't have that whole energy, but what do I want to feel like in the afternoon? And so you pick up items that will elevate your energy, that will make you feel polished, present, comfortable. And they don't have to be expensive, and you don't have to have a lot of clothes. I take women through their closet and we edit out the things that don't serve them, but we keep a lot of gems and we learn how to put them together and create outfits for them.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I so understand that. I remember there was this, I think it was about 3 years ago, I had a stylist come to my house. And of course, I was wearing big, oversized tops because I wasn't comfortable in my body. And that was the first thing that she got rid of. So, like, she was like, all of these have got to go. And then when she did my color analysis in my eye, she was saying to me, like, blacks, gold, beige, white, greens, were my colors. And these were all colors I wasn't wearing except for black, right? And I'm thinking to myself, white, cream, like greens. And then, she was teaching me she taught me how, like, to get belts and, to tuck your shirt in, because of course I was wearing them out. And these were all things that I'd never done before. And so
right.
I resisted the change, Anel. So this is why I'm so passionate about what you do, because I resisted the change for about 3 or 4 months. I just could not wrap my head around how this was going to actually bring out me, right? And then one day I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. So I bought myself a belt. It was my Gucci belt. I bought my Gucci belt. And then I bought myself some nice jeans and a nice tailored crop jacket, because she recommended crop jackets for me, given that I'm petite. And I tried it on, and I swear I looked like a completely different person. So I saw myself in the mirror and I went, who is who is this person? Right? And then I thought,
Right.
wow, there is something in this.
There is. There is. I can relate to you because I wore uh, boxy jackets and clothes that didn't have a shape.
Yeah.
And we really got to work with our body proportions. And,
Yes.
putting a belt on gives you that symmetry between, your upper part of your body, your bottom part of your body. As humans, we love symmetry. We love for things to match. So defining the waist, that's a good first step to start.
Yeah. And so tell me about when someone comes to you and says, "Look, I want to earn six figures next year." What's one of the things that you walk them through first
Yeah,
from your initial
it's
inquiry?
it does start with goals and identity, right? It you don't realize how much, but it really does. So I ask them, what are your goals? Like you said, I want to scale my business to 6, 7 figures. Okay. How do you want to feel? What type of activities do you do? Are you on Zoom calls? Is it in-person events? So we talk about the different types of activities that she needs to have outfits for, and how she wants to feel in every situation. And then we go from there. We go from that, the feelings of, okay, this is how I want to feel. I want to feel magnetic. I want to feel polished. I want to still be comfortable. I don't like heels. And you can be a CEO and not wear heels, let me tell
Yep.
you.
Yep.
So, because I'm one of those
Yeah.
CEOs that, so I work with her preferences so that she can be comfortable, but also working with, the feelings, the appearance. She wants to look like maybe a little bit thinner. Maybe she's wants to have her be more shapely instead of just boxy, like,
Yeah.
a lot of us have been, or, loose.
Yeah.
And I find out like what are her body proportions, and then we amplify what's one of her strengths, or like maybe it could be she's very tall, she's 5'9", so let's work with her length and amplify that. Or she has a nice great long neck, great, let's show that off. Like showing this area right here makes you
Yeah.
so attractive. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody has ever told you that, but it does. So I just look at the parts about her that are beautiful, and I just try to bring them out.
Yeah, it's funny how you said that because I had a photo shoot last month, and that was something that the stylist said to me, let's open this right up because
Mm-hmm.
it's going to give you length, but it also amplifies you, like it
Yes,
brings you out, right?
yes,
And it's what was the other thing that you were talking about in terms of let's work with, your assets, let's work with, what it is that you're comfortable with. And it's funny how you said choosing clothes depending on what it is that you're doing. And
right.
so, recently, as you know, we were at Empower You, and I'll ask you about that in a little bit. But you were at Empower You at my event, and you would have everybody's talked about that red suit, right? That red suit,
Yes, it
So
was fire.
yeah, and so my stylist said to me, "Hey, like buy this red suit," and I went, and so, but when I tried it on, same thing, Anel, like I put it on and I went like, who are you? Right? Who are you? And it's funny how I don't know what it is that you all have.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a gift, Anel, like which I'm so excited for you because to be able to see the greatness in women long before they see it in themselves is, I mean, it's almost like art, right? Because it's like you're painting on someone this vision of how they could style, and then there's this end product.
Yes, I really feel like it's been part of me, like that creative eye has been all along, like ever since I was a little kid, either whether it was through artwork, and then later on through like dressing myself and styling myself. But yeah, and it's so addictive, like seeing like that reaction that you got
Yeah.
had with your when you saw yourself with the red suit, that you would have never picked it,
I mean, I
but
know
listen
you
to
you
your
commented
stylist.
at the event.
Because
I remember
yeah,
at the event you said to me, yeah.
yes, yes, you probably, other people wouldn't pick. A woman doesn't usually like see, oh, that looks good on me, but another
Yeah.
person can look at you and say, oh yeah, try that on,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
crazy.
really
Like
works.
I don't know whether I would have chosen that red suit myself personally,
Hmm.
but she said you need a red suit, go here. And so it happened to be my favorite brand actually happened to have this red suit. And I tried it on. It was just, yeah,
Yeah,
amazing how, and that can really set you up for the next wave, right? So,
right.
so in terms of how important is it, Anel? Like I know, so I'm not going to say anything. I want you to say it. How important is it for someone to know what it is that they want to achieve and then show up accordingly, which also incorporates clothes and, the way that you style yourself?
Right. It's so important to have, because that's part of my framework is like first we define what are your goals?
Yeah.
What are you, what is the next level version of you that we are manifesting right here
Yeah.
today? We're not waiting till next 90 days or a year from now. We're starting to manifest you as that next level right now. So we want to
Yeah.
know what your goals are that you want to achieve. So we want
Yeah.
to start showing up as for today. You
Yeah.
don't have to wait till you achieve those goals. And that's something that you've taught me.
Yeah.
And you start acting as if you're
As
that
if,
next level version.
yeah.
And like step after step, you don't know how those goals are going to come about. Like, with the book, I didn't know how I was going to be a bestseller. I just started putting one foot in front of the other and branding myself like a bestseller. And voila, it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and not, and I mean, and positioning, as you know, because
Yeah.
that styling is like positioning on social media is everything to stop the scroll. I mean,
Yes.
rest in peace, Diane Keaton, but she's remembered for
Oh,
her
I
style.
know.
Oh, I loved her
Yes.
style, right?
Yes.
She was just like,
So
she would never wear
androgynous and
belts. She would have these
classic.
beautiful necklaces, and she knew how to showcase a hat. She just knew how to style. It was just crazy. And I
Yes.
mean,
It was
when you,
very, and it was in a modest way
yeah, it wasn't in your face, and it was
that,
something
you
that
still saw her
was
beauty.
edgy. It was edgy,
Mhm.
but still brought out her femininity, right?
Right. Right. Yes. Yes. I love her. I love all her movies.
Yeah, me
I
too.
couldn't believe
Me
it. I'm
too. I
like,
mean, I'm
she's too
just
young. She's too
I
young.
know. I'm so heartbroken, that she passed on because she was just one of the ones that I really enjoyed. But
Yeah.
she's just a great, she was, just a great representation of how a woman could be confident in her body and in
Yes.
herself, right?
Yes. I loved her style.
Yeah,
Favorite part about her.
absolutely. And I suppose when you think about it, if styling for the job that you want wasn't important, then we wouldn't have this entire modeling industry. We wouldn't have this entire all of these people showcasing how they dress in certain situations like the
Exactly.
Academy Awards and all of this because they're styling for that moment, right? They could have rocked up in
Right.
jeans, but they didn't. This is their moment, and that's going to be part of the signature of their branding going forward, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Your style is almost like your uniform, kind
Yeah.
of like a
It's your
doctor's coat.
signature too, right?
Yes, your signature. We respect when we see that white coat, that white lab coat.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we respect somebody in dressed nicely,
Yeah.
or even if it's someone in jeans and a t-shirt, but it's styled,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, she looks great. It's edgy,
Yeah.
but she looks really good. She makes those jeans and t-shirt look good. It's
Yeah.
because
It's
she's
funny how you
styled.
say
It's
that
not
because
just dressing.
exactly. It's funny how you said jeans and a t-shirt. I saw recently Nicole Kidman. She's now an ambassador for Chanel. And I think you was think
She's
Chanel or
also
Christian
beautiful.
Dior. Yeah, and and they've got a pair of jeans and a white
Mm,
shirt. It's just a plain white shirt that was long, which fits her well because of her body. But she was wearing that to the fashion show in Paris. So just a plain white shirt with jeans from Chanel. I'm pretty sure it was Chanel. And but again, to your point, stylish, right?
right.
Stylish, and it's plain but stylish. So it wasn't just, ripped or anything. It had a little bit of style towards it, and you can tell that
Yeah.
it was something that was elegant as well, right?
That she
So you
puts
don't have to,
thought into it. She's not
yeah,
just thrown on.
exactly. And it's and who was it? There was an actress some time ago. I think it may have even been Gwyneth Paltrow or someone like her who went to the Academy Awards and literally had just a skirt that she had worn before and a black t-shirt, right? And she put a nice belt around it, and everyone's going, "Wow, wow!" And she goes, "But I've just thrown this on, right?" So it's just not even about the price tag; it's about how you wear it.
Exactly, exactly. And like when you create a capsule of like 12 to 15 pieces, with those 12 to 15 pieces, believe it or not, you could have over 40 outfits with
Wow.
just those pieces
Yeah.
and just
And
combining
having
them in a way.
Yeah, and so I so believe in the work that you do, Anel, because styling for me has changed my business and my life and me as a person, which is why I keep talking about it, showing up for what the life that you want, acting as if being that version now, which is why, I advocate for women. It doesn't mean to go and spend more. It's just looking at what you have and start there, right? And someone like yourself can help them. So in terms of, let's just round this off. In terms of Empower You, right? You recently went. You were actually one of the lucky ladies that got to showcase at our expo. Tell me about some of the value that you got out. Tell me one thing that you got out of that event.
Oh my gosh, so many things. I you just give me one thing. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Well,
well, you can go on.
yes, I know. I gotta say something from every day. So like the first day we were talking about identity. And really it does go back to identity and so much about how you dress yourself, how you show up, how you speak, how your posture, your presence. It just really rewires your thoughts because you start acting differently. You start doing things differently.
Yep.
So that was number one. And we all started showing up from day one that way.
Yeah. It was
You included and
yeah, it was a
just that
profound shift.
energy.
Yeah. It was a profound shift. And I look at the way that I showed up last year at my events, being my first one, and Olaf and I just did it by ourselves. And now I have the team of people that are helping me do this. And then
Yeah.
next year's going to be way bigger as well. I mean, I already know some differences to this year's event, even though this year's event was amazing. Some things that we're going to be doing differently already. And it's again this evolution. In terms of, let's just say, just to round it off, because I know that you've got a freebie that you want to offer people in the community, which I absolutely love, and I encourage people who really want to achieve 6 or 7 figure businesses. You're really trying to show up powerfully online, to download this because it's going to help you with even if you just pull out your t-shirts and you put like jewelry on it, and now
Yeah.
Anel's freebie is going to help you with that. It's not my level of expertise, which is why I'm bringing in experts to talk about areas that I've worked on to elevate me to the levels that I have. And so I know that you've got a freebie, and actually before we finish off, do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah. It's called 5 Steps to Loving Your Wardrobe.
Yep.
And I love giving this away because it's a good first start, for people
Yeah.
to, edit their closet on their own,
Yeah.
kind of even get a list of where are my gaps, because there's some basics that we all need to have. And
Yep.
so I give you, how to, or what those basics are, how to
Yeah.
maintain your clothes so that they last a nice long time. And
I
of
love
course,
it.
we start with, you know, starting off with, okay, let me define my style. What
Yeah.
are
I love it.
what's my identity? What do I want
Yep.
to be my next level? So
I
yeah,
love it.
I'd love to give
Thank
that
you so
to
much for
everybody.
that. I
I'll
really
give you the link for
appreciate.
that.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'll pop that in the comments of this video. So please make sure that you download that. And I cannot tell you how much of a difference it has been for me personally in terms of my confidence, acceptance of my body and my height, because I am petite, but also just the difference in just showing up. I mean, honestly, just red lipstick for me, I show up so differently online, and red, obviously red nails and red lipstick, which is part of my colors, the red, right? But look how profound it is. Now, once upon a time, I didn't realize how important that was, but it's something as simple as that can make a huge difference. And then just another quick tip. So these earrings, people comment to me about
Yes.
these earrings all the time, Anel, right? So these are Kate Hill, right? And everybody knows Kate Hill, right? And so there was a major department store that's like the equivalent of Neiman Marcus, right? So it's a little bit of an upmarket type, but they had a sale. They had a 50% off sale on jewelry. And so I went and looked. Now, these were $40. So they were normally like a little bit over
Wow, you got a
$80.
deal.
Yeah. And so sometimes, like during Black Friday sales, jewelry would be an excellent investment as someone who is a content creator, um, and also staples as well, which is why it'd be great to talk to someone like yourself because Black Fridays you can set up your capsule wardrobe literally straight away just through taking advantage of Black Friday sales. Sorry. So this is Kate Hill, like, and so jewelry like this, which is elegant, classy, especially if you're wanting that look. You don't have to invest like hundreds of dollars. Obviously, this is a little bit different. Right? This was a gift, but this is something that you can definitely, everybody can definitely take advantage of in terms of, um, you don't not needing to invest much, but still look good, right?
Hmm. Absolutely. You got to shop with intention and
Yeah,
with purpose instead of like just shopping with panic because you're
yeah,
like, oh, I have this event and I'm just going to buy something for that event. No, we're
no.
shopping differently now.
Yeah, and especially if you want to amplify your brand, knowing how to dress to bring out the best in you
Yeah.
versus having photos and it just doesn't look good. It just,
Yeah.
I've been down that track, guys. You don't, especially if you're wanting to build a business online and wanting to have brand presence, knowing how to dress, how to style for, who you want to call in and the business you want to call in, very important. So thank you so much for giving that freebie away because it'll definitely help my
Absolutely.
community. And then just to round off, I know you mentioned at the top that you've been in Empower You and it's totally shifted you. What would you say to anybody who would want to maybe look at some mentorship or being part of Empower You? Just one thing that you believe would be a profound thing for you because you're a different person than this time last year. Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would say that it's never the wrong decision to invest in yourself.
yeah,
Never.
yeah,
Even if you're at the point where you're because a lot of people think about the money and how can I do it? You're going to figure out a way to do it. But
that's what I say.
invest in yourself and you're going to learn a lot and apply as you're learning like right away, like every week that you've that I've been in your program, you've taught something. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to take one or two things from that and
That's
implement
right.
apply it right away.
Exactly.
And let me listen to it again because it's out there again. I mean, it's so worth the time that we spent to it, the talent that you've given us, the investment financially to do it. So I mean, I've recouped my investment. So yes, it's don't even think about it, just do it. And even if
Thank you
you
so
don't
much.
have all the pieces in place, because a lot of time I have a personality that I like to have everything in order and everything has to be in place.
Yeah.
And if you wait for that to happen, the timing never comes.
Yeah.
So just
I'm with
take
you.
action.
I'm with you 100%. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And um, it, final things like final tip on somebody who's thinking about styling or doesn't quite know like whether they should be styling for what they want to achieve.
Oh my gosh. The mini thing, just start in your closet, take out five things, just five that don't no longer serve you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we have so many things in there that it causes confusion. We waste time, energy in trying
Yeah.
to decide what to wear. So just already remove those things that you know you're not going to be wearing, that you've never worn in several years. Just remove them
Yeah.
already. That's one
I
quick
love it.
thing.
I love it. And that's going to provide a lot more clarity as to what you should be
Yeah,
wearing. So thank
exactly.
you so much, Anel. This has been
Thank
so
you.
good. I know my audience is definitely going to enjoy this and giving some insights into why it's so important to style for the income, the impact, the legacy business that you want to build. And of course, Anel's provided a freebie for everybody to download, to help you to get started into style. And I'm taking you guys through, specific parts of my journey that really helped me to fast track. This is one of the areas is, styling for the impact that I want and how I want to show up and to be the global leader that I see in my mind, that I'm going to become, leading 1 million women. Styling has been one of the key elements in my evolution and transformation. So there is so much. There's actually evidence around this too. So you can go and Google around this. There's science-backed evidence around this as well. So it's not woo-woo or foo-foo or anything like that. This is a real thing, a real strategy, and something that is already available to you in your closet. So thanks so much, and now I really appreciate you so much. And thank you for being a part of my community. You are a gem. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye for now.